What it is, what it ain't, my peoples. What it is, what it ain't, my peoples. Welcome to the Primo Suprimo podcast with your host, Chris Menendez. And the great and powerful Jeffrey Long.
What's good?
With our special guest, Mr. Juan Flor, repping that Tropical. You know what it is.
I'm not powerful.
Yeah, he's old. No, I'm kidding. That's fucked up. But what's up, peoples? It's October. We're talking horror movies, and let's just get straight to it. I've been watching one horror movie a day since the first of the month. It started off with Halloween from 2018, which I'll tell you, it was trash. I didn't like it.
Hey.
It really was, man.
Had a strong female character.
No, of course, she was strong and old, and, sexy Jamie Lee Curtis. This one serves as a direct sequel to the original one.
That's kind of a trend now. The new Terminator is a direct sequel to 2.
Oh, God, that is so stupid. Like, they retcon everything, and...
They've done that with another one. I forget the other one, though.
Well, this one takes place exactly 40 years after the original one. And, this guy's been locked up in the insane asylum. She has become an alcoholic because of PTSD, and they pretty much turned her into Linda Hamilton from Terminator. In the first one, she was this defenseless, teenager or girl in her early... I forgot how old she was, but she was a
high schooler.
Yeah, she was a babysitter, esto lo otro. And then they try to kill her, and then and now I guess, the direct sequel, the second one, she's this badass.
Well, she's been prepping for like 40 years.
40 fucking years, this woman.
And it looks like it.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's the crazy shit. Because she's like, has her windows all barred up and shit. She has a bunch of guns in her house. Kind of like, just.
Well, now that you bring that movie
preppers.
up, I'm thinking the whole stuff with her granddaughter and her boyfriend and the prom. And what was that? It was like a Halloween party or some crap. Yeah. That shit was lame.
Yeah, man.
It had some. I don't even remember a single kill from that movie.
Yeah, it's just that they weren't impressive. And then the whole thing is that, like, when he breaks out, because they always fucking break out.
Yeah.
They always fucking break out. It's because of some fucking psychiatrist that's helping him or some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's so fucking stupid. Because supposedly the doctor believes that he deserves his revenge for being put into an insane asylum. He killed a bunch of fucking people. Alright? That's the same person that if they were real in real life, they'd be like, yo, get my man's Moochie out of jail. But Moochie done killed like 3 people. And it's like, no, Moochie deserves to stay in jail, bro. Sorry to tell you that. But he breaks out, and then obviously he goes looking for his sister or the babysitter or whatever the fuck it is. And yeah, it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. And then, it gives you that cliffhanger ending. Yes, I'm going to ruin it for everybody because this movie doesn't deserve to be watched. Is, the house, like, supposedly he gets stuck in the basement and the house burns down. But then guess what? The camera comes back to the basement and fucking Michael Myers wasn't there. Surprise. Like, really? Yeah, it's fucking stupid. And then the second day, I just watched, like, some comedy thing, Halloween related. And then the third day, I watched, whatchamacallit?
Scream.
Which, to me, is an all-time, one of the greatest horror movies of all time. My personal favorite. My older brother got me and my stepsister tickets to the premiere of that movie when it came out. It was one of the greatest experiences ever. Being in third or fourth grade, watching people murder each other, and that one line that I will always remember is, "I will gut if you hang up on me again, I will gut you like a fish." He tells Drew Barrymore, and that's fucking paralyzing to hear.
Yeah.
Think about
at what age was that?
I was in like third or fourth grade, bro.
Imagine.
And he's telling this shit to Drew Barrymore. He's like, you hang up on me again, you little bitch, and I'll gut you like a fish. What? Holy shit.
And after that's when Prince shows up outside her window.
Oh, that's the best part.
Yeah. Scary movie, obviously.
Help!
That's one of the few times I've died laughing. That and the Sopranos Mad TV skit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That is the funniest thing in the world.
If you've seen the show, that Sopranos skit from Mad TV.
What's the name of the actor?
Will Sasso. Probably the most underrated comedic actor ever.
Yeah, for real. That guy is fucking hysterical. And then after that, so after I watched Scream, I hooked up with Jeff and Thomas, and we watched. The first one was what? Jane Doe.
The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Which, oh, for God's sake, that's one of those B-grade horror movies that you can only watch for. I watched it just for the sake of watching something for Halloween.
It's one of those movies that was probably good in the script, but then the studio, whoever made it, got a hold of it and turned it into every generic horror movie from the last 10, 15 years.
Yeah, jump scares.
Pointless jump scares. Jump scares where it'd be the girl saying hi to you from behind, but she has to scare the guy. She can't just say hi.
Yeah, just because the son of a bitch is walking down like a poorly lit hallway, this chick has to give him a motherfucking heart attack just to say hi.
Yeah. And then you got the autopsy scenes, which are really cool because they do get into... They go deep into it, and what they find is pretty insane. And I do not want to give it away. I do think it's still worth a watch. It was okay. It was solid, but it could have been great if it was made with respect and dignity.
Yeah, exactly. It's just on one of those. Let me go back to what Jeffrey said with the autopsy parts. Was that they pretty much chefed the autopsies? Like, you remember the movie Chef, where they show him making the food, and it looks really fucking badass, and he's just like, he's flipping the cheese and the meat and the shit. In this, opening up a cadaver, they make it look cool as fuck. Yeah, like taking out ribs and shit. I'm like, wow. If you can dodge a ball, you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball guy. He was doing his thing, tearing up these dead people. But what sucks is his goddamn accent. It breaks every 15 seconds in this movie.
Yeah, Brian Cox. I knew something was off just when I watched the movie. I'm the type of person who I made a drinking game out of spotting the fake American accents in movies. I'm probably the best in the world at that. And this guy didn't fool me once.
For real, Jeff is one of the greatest at doing this shit. He's only been caught off guard twice, and
I've been caught. One of the times Homelander caught me off guard.
Which one?
Homelander.
Which one's Homelander?
Oh, from The Boys.
Holy shit, Homelander.
He's from New Zealand.
Fucking American.
He's from New Zealand.
No way.
No.
Homelander and the lady from Hereditary, the next movie we're going to be talking about.
Hereditary.
She's Australian.
Who's the mom from The Sixth Sense? But I've known that for years. That she's like Irish or
Australian.
Oh yeah, she's Australian or something like that.
Yeah.
But are they? Is she Australian? Like always from there?
Yeah. She's not Mel Gibson Australian.
Exactly. No, it's somebody that's from here that's been here for 27,000 years.
K on you and shit. She'll drop that shit on you. Yeah.
Because that also makes a difference. They've been here for.
But yeah, she's excellent.
Years.
No, but she did a great job. And the mom from Daredevil. Remember? No, not Daredevil.
Jessica Jones.
The mom from Jessica Jones.
She
and not only that, but that woman's won like acting awards in England.
I didn't know
she's practically been fucking knighted for acting.
Yeah.
For real, like it's crazy. And you just see her, and it's just, I want her to be my mom now.
And I mean, no disrespect to the Brits. I love your music. I love your comic books. I like a lot of your shit. But if you're gonna come do an American role, you better come correct. You better be Christian Bale. You better be Gary Oldman.
Yeah, you better.
If you come with this shit, Brian Cox or whatever the fuck your name is,
Sophie Turner, and with her horrible American accent in Dark Phoenix and in the other movies.
Yeah, that
was
bad.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Oh, jeez. And I love Sophie Turner. She's a great actress.
And vice versa. Kevin Costner and Robin Hood, terrible.
You know that for sure. I don't matter. I think because I'm not good at. I think because I'm not good at picking up on those accents, but I don't really care.
No, I don't care either.
Like I really.
They don't ruin the movie, but it's just like.
Well, Sophie Turner kind of ruined it.
No, it's been like something I never noticed because I never paid attention to like the accent. Once you're speaking, for somebody that English is not his first language.
Mm-hmm. It all sounds the same.
Yeah, when you speak in English, it's like. They don't sound the same. I mean, unless it's just thick ass accents that
New York.
I can't fucking understand.
Yeah, he's trying to say something, and you're like, "Yo, wait, what country did you say you were from? You fucking jerk."
But in general, if you speak in English,
Henry Cavill, he's another good one.
Yes, he is. And the man from what is it? The spy movie, Man from U.N.C.L.E. or.
Fuck, what are you talking about?
Yeah, isn't that one of the name of the movies? I forget the name of the movie where they're all spies and they're all sexy spies.
God damn, I have no idea.
Well, Henry Cavill's in that, and I believe he plays like an American spy, and he does a fucking great job. And then of course, whenever you see him in Superman,
Yeah.
he's a great Superman.
So yeah, the next movie
Was the
Hereditary, right?
Hereditary. That one was fucking really well
Yeah.
made. I give that movie so much props. And again, it's not the aspect of jump scares because they really didn't have any in this one. It was just more unsettling and more just creepiness. Like it let you expect more than what was gonna happen on screen.
It's just gut wrenching as well.
Oh yeah.
As not even just the scary stuff that's happening, just the stuff that happens to the family that could happen to anybody in real life.
Yeah, for real.
And the way they deal with it, each person deals with it differently, and just the divide in the family. I found that really, really horrifying too. That's like true horror if you really think about it.
Yeah, you're just living, with people in a house that just hate each other, and it's just fucked up.
And the trailer pretty much leads you to believe that it's gonna be a different movie. That it's gonna center around the dollhouse, or the little girl with this dollhouse. That's what the trailer presented it, at least from what I remember. But I got something totally different, and I love that because there's great movies like Ex Machina that if I would have seen the trailer, the movie would have been ass because the trailer gave away the whole movie.
Holy fuck!
Meanwhile, this it didn't, and I think that's what made it even more successful to me.
See, yeah, and then it didn't use. They used what witchcraft in this.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it was?
I don't know.
Like they brought up spirits and all this other shit.
Something like that.
Which leads me to think about, as I've gotten older, I've gotten less and less scared of like horror movies that deal with ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like, nah, I ain't never seen a ghost in real life. And other than all these stupid ass ghost shows,
Yeah.
it's like, yo, I've never seen a ghost. I've never experienced a ghost. It's stupid to me.
And after all these ghost shows, like, what have they accomplished?
Nothing. They haven't found anything. It's just like Bigfoot.
Today, like, what has a ghost done that's been even on the level of a murder?
Yeah, seriously.
Of a robbery?
Yeah, they don't. For example,
Where's the Ghost Anonymous or Ghost WikiLeaks? Like,
yeah, for real. Like, or better yet, where do ghosts go to let the police know that they've been murdered?
Yeah. Why don't they solve their own crime?
Yeah.
Their own
Write
murder.
it in blood in the police station. Throw up some chalk dust. I don't
Yeah.
know. Do fucking something. But apparently every ghost just stays around and screams at people, moves a chair, knocks over a cup, like some type of invisible cat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just these spirits are just so boring. It's stupid. I don't know. I'm more scared honestly of like serial killers and shit like that because it's actually real. I believe more that there's a guy out there like Michael Myers than there is anything that I've ever seen in
Paranormal
activity or any of that stupid shit.
God,
Like, get
dude.
out of here, bro. And then have you always noticed that like in the exorcism movies, it's always the people who believe in that said religion that get possessed? Have you ever, like, has an atheist ever been possessed?
That's funny.
Ever? No.
No, my favorite is the people in real life. They're like, oh, it's based on a true story. Oh, show me a video. It was recorded in audio, but there's no video.
Yeah, like the exorcism of
Emily Rose.
Emily Rose.
That was in the theaters back in
Yeah,
AMC.
bro. But I'll tell you something, man. Those recordings at the end sounded creepy as fuck. Have you ever heard those tapes?
Nah.
If they're real or not. Man, that shit sounded creepy as fuck, man.
Even if it is real, I'm sure it's just some form of Tourette's.
Some type of brain damage.
Yeah, some type of mental shit.
Yeah, bro. Just look. You know how they say that most of these people, when they get possessed, they start talking in tongues and in Latin and in like 8 different languages? Guess what? There's a lady in England, white as fucking snow, got hit in the head, and now she sounds Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
So I can give a fuck less. Yeah, she woke up one day after getting smashed in the head, and she told IDs now.
I've heard of people that actually change their language.
Exactly.
Like they speak a whole
I saw
different
like
language.
this. I think it was this black lady who just ended up talking Spanish.
It's crazy.
It's amazing.
That's what Christian Bale needs to excel his acting career.
What, he needs to hit himself in the head.
He needs to suffer.
That's got to be his next method. His next publicity stunt.
Get a concussion.
He lost 80
Smash his
pounds.
head in.
Play quarterback for the Dolphins. I'm pretty sure he'll get a fucking concussion every 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Yo, if he plays a football player, he'll probably get CTE
oh
on
no,
purpose.
yeah, he'll get
on purpose.
CTE on purpose.
Definitely. Definitely.
Christian Bale would be the guy.
He would. He really would. And then he'd fucking have fucking Gary Oldman on the sideline. And some like 1980s football coaches doing blow. On the side.
Yeah.
Fucking hookers and strippers and shit. Nah, but yeah, wow. Anyways, going back to what we were saying. All these like movies nowadays, they just don't have the same appeal, I guess, as they used to. And I don't understand how people can still be scared.
Well, where are the iconic characters?
Yeah, that's another thing. There aren't any like
Slender Man. Really?
Slender Man.
Slender Man? Are you serious?
Midnight Man.
That's just stupid. It's horrible. I need a movie. I need a movie that doesn't show the thing that's killing people. To really get you thinking,
I
what
think
the
it's called
fuck
It
is
Follows.
What? And then the camera just follows people while
It's
they
like
die?
an STD that kills people. It's
What?
like
It's an actual movie about an STD that kills.
It's like I believe if you fuck, it follows who you fucked, and you just pass. Is it like that?
Is it?
Apparently, it is.
Oh
Yeah,
my!
And like it follows you and then it kills you, and it can take any shape or form of any. Human.
So what is it? Is it
What movie is
STD?
this?
It's
It
an
follows.
alien. Yeah.
It follows.
It follows.
Yes.
What the fuck?
It's creepy.
That it sounds fucking ridiculous if you ask me.
Herpes from the dead.
Hyper aggressive AIDS. Like the minute it touches you, that's it.
Psychochlamydia.
Psycho chlamydia.
For real.
Wow.
You get clapped by the clap, bro.
Yeah,
Yep.
you got
get
clapped by
clapped
the clap.
crabs.
Is that the fucking catchphrase of the movie? It follows. You get clapped by the clap. That's fucking horrible. And I don't understand. Like that horror is that one genre of movie that is not only famous obviously for like the iconic characters like Freddy and Jason and Michael Myers and all those guys, but it's just as famous for producing horrible movies like Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Mm-hmm.
Like stupid shit like that.
Sharknado.
Sharknado.
Well, Sharknado's not really considered
not
horror.
It's not horror.
That's
It's trying to be
considered
more.
stupid, I
Well,
guess.
Jaws was a horror movie
Jaws
when it came
was
out.
a horror movie.
Jaws is a horror
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, Jaws is a horror movie.
Well, Sharknado will be.
But Sharknado is nowhere near a
Yeah.
horror
No,
movie.
that's science fiction.
That's like a
slash
horrible
stupidness.
science fiction
comedy.
comedy.
Well, a lot of these horror movies are comedies. Child's Play is a fucking comedy.
Yeah.
The Chucky movies are comedies throughout.
I'm not really big into a horror movie.
I'm not huge into them either.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit down
But
and
I
watch them,
remember-
but I've watched enough, and I've watched enough
Yeah.
like
No.
movies
Not me.
to sit here and be like, nah, fuck these things.
I do remember though that when I was a kid or young, I used to watch Tales from the Crypt
Hell
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
fucking HBO.
in HBO. And
With the
that's
con la caja
with the
negra.
little fucking
With the illegal black
skeleton
boxes.
motherfucker like talking. They had some scary stupid shit too.
Yeah,
By that time, that's what I was.
I remember
and-
seeing a couple episodes like that scared the shit out of me. But I was a kid, so I don't know.
Omen was the movie that I watched.
Oh wow, that's a classic.
Yeah.
That's one of the better.
By the way, that show is another comic book show.
What?
Omen?
Tales from the Crypt was a comic book.
Yeah, Tales from the Crypt was a comic book.
That's crazy.
A lot of shit comes from comics.
And the actual episodes were just, episodes from the actual comic book.
What?
Yeah. I
Made a-
remember I had
They just made a live episode from.
I watched the cartoon version called Tales from the Crypt Keeper, and it was just the G-rated version.
Yeah, no, the two that stick out in my head from the show that really fucked me up was one where this chick was like she was like a hooker or something like that, and there was some guy, and he goes to smash, and as she's getting ready to smash, like he's like tied up on the bed, and he sees like this spirit just come in and just fucking like start shaking or whatever, and the guy's like, what the fuck? And I don't know if he's drunk or what, but I guess he got drugged. Because as he's like passing out, he starts noticing that around him are like pictures of all the dudes that she's smashed but killed, and it's and like she has like faces and shit or heads or something
Damn.
around the room.
She probably
She probably has the fucking
Yeah,
it
she
follows.
had the psychochlamydia. She probably made
She
up.
created it.
Yeah, she got the
She got
fucking
that
clap
shit.
that claps.
Yeah.
Patient zero.
Yeah, she's patient zero.
That's true. No, I remember, and I think it was Tales from the Crypt, I believe. So it was like a blob that was running around this river, this lake. It was a lake, and these camp goers, they used to go and they were fucking in the water, and that shit just
Ugh.
got stuck to them, and they just ate all the skin. So they were like eating all the
That
the
sounds
whole
fucking
block,
gross,
and
man.
you know, that's why I don't like lakes. Since
Nah,
since
fuck that.
Once
I
I
don't
watch it,
like-
I'm like, fuck that.
I don't
Horror movies are like actually stopped me from like liking a lot of places.
Yeah.
Woods,
People were scared of the water after
like the
Jaws.
woods. I don't fuck with the woods.
My dad's actually saw Psycho when it first came out, and he
Damn.
says that he remembers people not being able to take showers.
How old was your dad?
Fuck.
It came out like 60 something, right?
Yeah, he must have been a teenager.
Damn.
Like 60.
Not being able to take showers.
Yeah, he says he remembers that shit.
Do you remember the first movie of Final Destination?
Of course.
Like I remember that when I saw that shit, I was like, I don't know. After I got out of the theater, every single warning sign that I read, I thought I was gonna
Oh,
die.
guy, I can't drive behind fucking trucks that have wood and shit behind them. Are you fucking crazy?
Oh,
I drive.
I thought I was
For
gonna
a
die.
living.
Today
After
I was that truck.
Oh shit.
I had 2 freaking pipes hanging off the fucking side.
Oh no, see, no way. Fuck that. See, I drive fast as shit to get away from you.
Dude,
will
I was
do that.
driving slow as frick onto the freaking almost on the sidewalk, like on the white line, like just so
He
people
was
won't
just
hit me.
riding the white line. Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, a lot of that shit is just like Chucky. I see that and it's just like no man.
But
Even
Chucky's
as a kid.
he's an icon.
Yeah.
Chucky used to scare the fuck out of me as a kid.
No, I wasn't really into Chucky. I was.
Nah, you were older, right?
Yeah, but it just to me it was never scary like Chucky.
Dog,
me,
watch it
whatever.
now. That movie is a straight comedy.
Yeah, it was stupid. Like I mean, to me, meaning you know, it was just funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't really scary.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of Chucky at all.
Yeah,
The one that I want to
One
see
of the-
now is the Midsommar, the guy that's made Hereditary.
I want to see the new Chucky.
Really?
I actually heard it wasn't bad. I heard it was better than it should have been
with Mark Hamill.
with Mark Hamill.
Oh my, that's who's doing the voice for Chucky, bro.
Nice.
That's fucking crazy.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, that was interesting. I know Sixth Sense was pretty crazy when it came out.
Nah, I saw that shit in the theater when it came out, bro. That shit was
Sixth
horrible.
Sense was crazy when
Bro,
it
that movie, that's another iconic movie.
Yeah.
But that one took it to another level. I think M. Night Shyamalan hit the grand slam with that, and just I think he could have just wrote his entire career off.
came out. That's why
with that movie.
That's why he got the ability to make all those other
Yeah, to make
whack-ass
everything else.
movies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He
He got that
he
money.
got away with a bunch of shit.
He
dude.
was riding that wave for
that
longer
Avatar
than
movie, the fucking the lady in the water,
That shit was whatever.
what is it, the village?
Yeah.
Or what was the other one where the plants just turned on people and started killing everybody? With a Marky Mark
Oh, that was
and John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
Signs? No.
no. It
Yeah.
wasn't
Oh,
a sign.
Signs with Joaquin Phoenix.
The Joker.
The Joker.
It was
Signs was with Joker?
Yeah, Mel Gibson.
I never saw
Dumbest
that.
fucking alien
Yeah.
concept movie I've ever seen in my fucking
Damn,
life.
what the heck was that movie?
It'll
The
come
one that
to
you
a-
said-
Well, he's like, let's take an interest in science.
one-
He's like, talk about science the entire time.
Who? Marky Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never saw that movie.
That the plants were
I-
basically poisoning people.
Yeah.
And making people go crazy and kill themselves and kill somebody else.
Was it The Village?
No, the village is the one where like
No.
That
all
has
these
Joaquin
people
Phoenix.
live in like. No, the village. The Science is Joaquin Phoenix. The
No,
village.
he's in The Village as well.
He is.
Yeah.
Fuck, I haven't seen that movie forever. I just remember the concept, but I remember of that movie. It was that everyone lived.
Happening?
In like 50,
The Happening.
The Happening. Yes.
Yeah, right. That's what it is.
But in the villages that they lived in like 1555, and
Shit.
everybody all spoke like this, and you couldn't leave the village if not the wild thingies were gonna fucking come and kill you, or whatever it was. And then like one brave girl just fucking ventures off into the wilderness to find medicine or whatever the hell it is, and whatever, she gets away, and when she finally gets away, she almost gets hit by a fucking highway patrol officer, and then you realize that it's all fake and that they're living in modern times, but they have everyone brainwashed into thinking that they live in 1555, and it's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. It's just like, why?
Can't you just be Amish?
Yeah.
Like, what's so hard about being Amish?
Like, no, these motherfuckers, it's like the
What do
clap-
they actually have? What do the Amish people do? And I'd really ask this ignorant question because I
visited
never
them.
gotten into.
We should-
I never researched.
I heard that there's
Or-
a small community.
What do they do?
Dude, I heard that there's
They just live without power.
without power. And
they just farm.
they farm. They're farmers.
Yeah.
They just deal
Okay.
with agriculture. They build everything that they have.
Yeah.
Una silla.
Yeah,
They fucking build it themselves, bro.
when I was in Pennsylvania, I went there and I visited them, and you just see the 15-year-old son working, just farming with the dad.
So they don't watch TV.
No.
Or they don't.
They have schooling. They have like homeschooling.
They have
Wi-Fi.
homeschooling. They
Well,
Yeah,
so check
no.
this out.
No
So-
Pornhub.
No.
Nah, bro. They have cows and chickens.
I think when you turn 18, you have a few months to do all that shit, and you decide whether you go to regular world or come back to the Amish world.
that's you make it sound as like something opens in the
Holy
fucking
shit.
in
Like,
reality.
yes, exactly. But it's, I guess it's
You
like,
must
yeah.
either choose
That's exactly
the
what
regular
It is.
world-
That's exactly what it must feel like.
Dog, you show them this, and that's it.
Yeah,
You
they
show
don't
them
even
a
know
little
how to-
picture
they
of
don't even know how
three.
to
Yeah, but
dial
here's the
911.
thing. Check this out. Here in Florida, there's a place.
Yeah, down south.
Yeah, there's a place. No. Where these people go to, and they can be regular, and then they just go back to the farm
I don't get
after.
it.
It's like a vacation spot for Amish folks.
So that they got HBO
Well,
they have
they got
HBO?
cable TV and radio and shit.
and Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But how will you know what to use? How to use it for? Like
Bro,
what to
because I'm
use
sure
it?
there's like one Amish guy that leaves, who's like the one sinner, and then comes back every once in a while with a cell
pues,
phone. He se lo tiran la cara a la gente. Look, you're missing out on this. Ah, and they kick him back out because he's satanic.
Okay, so damn, that's interesting, because if you're telling me that if the Amish people are you're gonna be cutting off all that stuff, so you don't have a
My dude, they ride horses with carriages.
okay, yeah. I
They
know.
have 2 horsepower.
I know. I buy cinnamon buns from them people. They're amazing.
That's true.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yes.
bro, the shit's down in Homestead, man.
Oh, yeah, the Nosbury Farm.
You guys visit Amish people?
Nosberry Farms.
Yeah, bro.
Where?
Homestead.
Homestead. Nosberry Farms, bro. That's where you get the famous Nosberry Farms fucking cinnamon roll.
Never been.
And this movie. Oh, we gotta go though.
Oh
We
my
do.
God.
You guys are missing out on Homestead. Homestead has it's a
Yeah,
lot of places. Homestead
Jeff,
got a
yo,
lot
Jeff
of
got-
Jews.
Jeff- yo, that's the closest thing to fucking Mexico that you're gonna fucking go to out there.
Oh yeah,
Let's
it's
do
amazing.
Es un pueblo de todo el mundo que is like fucking as tall as my dresser.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing. Great food.
Yeah, the ice cream.
Great ice cream.
They have that one
very
ice cream
authentic
spot that I think
Mexican.
they
It's very nice.
Yeah, man, it's really really dope. And y la comida is.
I tried Amish lemonade. It was pretty good, bro.
Well, this people got everything.
Yeah,
They got
you
everything.
can go pick your own strawberries.
So that's the thing.
Damn.
Like they are those the Amish. The Amish goes. So how do you don't have a Netflix show that you want to go and watch during vacation?
I guess they go out there and they just ask. Yo, so what's good?
Recommended.
What do you recommend?
Yeah. Always recommend.
Yeah.
What do you did on vacation? You binge watch?
Yeah, they get like a full 3 weeks.
Yeah.
What'd you do, bro? All I did was watch this thing called
Yeah.
Netflix.
If you wanted to get them to
You know,
understand
Stranger
American
Things is great.
culture, what show would you make them watch? If they had to watch one show to understand the current state of America, like American culture and
Well, I
living.
tell them to watch the movie Idiocracy.
Idiocracy first. That was the
Idiocracy,
first
yeah.
one.
So it's like, this is exactly where we are right now in, our, in politics and current state affairs. This is
And do you want to see where it's going? And then I just slide them a copy of Mad Max.
Damn,
I'm like,
they're not living too far.
for real. So,
So,
they're gonna have
you
some
wanna-
guy with a
do you wanna
fucking
join
Trump,
us or you wanna go
Trump
back
wig.
and-
There's not much technology.
so do you want to join us? You're gonna go back to the Amish. That motherfucker will be back in
Oh yeah,
his horse.
they'll run back. Oh yeah, they'll fucking beat the horse back to the fucking
Yeah.
farm, bro.
He'll be riding that horse on the turnpike.
Oh yeah, honestly, that's all we need. That's
And the first music
yeah.
you'd introduce to the fucking Amish.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
You introduce Young Thug to the
Yeah,
Amish.
just
The
Young.
first fucking music.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah, so yeah, you
Bad
know,
Bunny.
yeah, Bad Bunny. He's the
So shit
most
like
famous cat right now. So fuck it, we're dominating the radio. So,
We.
yeah, Hispanic people.
No me las dos. You guys live in Miami, so.
Yeah, y'all gonna hear it. That's just like when
Well, let's write that down on things to do with Jeffrey. It's just take him to Homestead,
yeah, we gotta
Yes,
go to Homestead
let's
and
do it.
go to Nosberry Farms, cause
to the farms, to the Mexican places,
yeah, to the Mexican
Hell
spots.
yeah.
the Mexican tacos.
Oh my god, man! And those are like legit. Like those are legit. Those you get.
Yeah.
Like, you know how you go to like Fiesta and like, oh, just shrimp or beef.
Uh-huh.
No, out there you get like lengua and fucking
No, you
and
go
beef and
You-
you get your chicken and shit
you're
like
doing your
that. Tripa.
hmm
Oh my god, you get really good like different types of meats, not just your typical
Is it like just tacos? Do they have anything else?
everything Mexican food.
everything.
Yeah, flautas and shit.
Everything.
Everything. No, but what really takes the cake is that ice cream spot, and that place is packed. Packed.
What kind of ice cream?
Just by the
All
cone.
kinds of.
By the cone, but they're all made there,
And
they're
it's really good tasting?
super fire.
And a couple like this, like $2.
Yeah.
$2?
Big old cup is for $2.
Yeah.
Compared to, let's say, the most
My
famous Cold Stone.
entire family, I take all of them and we pig out on ice cream and I spend $9.
Yeah, dog.
I go to Brain Freeze and I spend
$9 for
once.
half a cup.
$8 in a fucking shake.
Wait, really? You're talking about David and Mia? And Haley?
And me and Haley. Hey, we all doing ice creams and I spend like $9.
Yeah, dog. And I've seen it with my own two eyes.
Yeah, because he's been with us.
Yeah, I've been with him.
$9?
Y todo el mundo te llega al hombro. So you get to really choose easily.
So it's Mexican ice cream?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
they got everything like Mexican street stuff too, like
yeah, dog.
like street food and then street drinks and that inside there, like you
Yeah,
get
man, it's
like
super-
corn with hot
Oh
sauce
yeah,
and,
the fucking corn.
and then some
with
milk.
the
I don't know what
yeah,
the hell,
man.
some crema, some crazy
Yeah,
shit that you'll be
dog.
like, what? I don't even know how that will taste, but
Yeah, bro, that shit is fucking amazing.
everybody buys it.
Yeah. Todo el mundo está ahí comiendo su maíz con vaina blanca.
Damn. Damn, bro. I haven't been there in forever. Homestead?
Whoa, shit.
Homestead is a
You
jewel.
get your ass down there, bro.
It's a
It's
diamond in the
serious.
rough.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh?
It's a
Even when-
diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
Diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was rough. I
It
remember
is
people.
kind of rough.
Is it?
Well, it's just like it's it's not really maintained.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You
It's
know,
unfortunate.
but there's a lot of new constructions that keep going up because the prices are the best.
Yeah, here.
Fucking in the state.
Homes are cheaper there, right?
Closest to Miami, that's the cheapest ones.
Yeah, for real.
Damn.
Big ass cribs for like really low price.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I would not want to go living. I would not want to go live in Homestead.
Yeah.
Nah, no, thank you.
All depends.
Anywho's
Yeah.
going back to the fucking movies and the horror movies. The next one that I want to watch is
Sidetrack.
yeah. We got really sidetracked there for a moment. I really want to watch Midsommar because it's by the guy who did Hereditary.
And
also.
apparently it's a horror movie entirely shot in the light. There's like no dark scenes.
Oh, really?
So everything you see is in intense clarity. So I haven't seen it, but I'm assuming it's gory shit
Ah, that'd be dope.
in pure light.
It's pretty
So you see everything.
Yeah.
And Midsommar, I'm sure it's a play on Midsummer Night Dream. which is-
Yeah, that's what I kept thinking when I heard the title of it, and then
Uh-huh.
I saw the trailer. I'm like, oh, this has to do with some like old Shakespearean.
Yeah. I haven't
Play.
read that Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it sounded like some Shakespeare stuff to me, and whatever. On Friday we watched Joker,
The Yoke.
which was really really great. Honestly, it was not what I expected. In my opinion, it's one of the better, I guess you can say, comic book movies, or a movie that has to deal with comic books. 'Cause this wasn't really like your typical, superhero movie that was kind of goofy and hysterical and very dramatic and theatrical and bright. This dealt with a lot of real shit. And me personally, I felt like it had a commentary on the mental health situation in our country, which is pretty much we don't give a fuck. We don't give a shit about people with mental health. So a lot of the homeless people that you see on the street aren't there because of, they just had a bad coke problem and they lost all their money. Nah, it's like some of these people are out there because they don't have medication and they don't have a place to go, and that's what happens in the movie. Sorry if I'm spoiling it for anybody, but that's what happens. He has like a mental issues, and that's a more realistic Joker to me, if you ask me, right? Maybe.
Now the director's saying that, hey, that might not even be the Joker. That might just be the guy who inspired the Joker that Batman fights.
Get out. Where the fuck did you read that?
The director.
Oh, that's just ruining it then. That's horrible. You don't fucking go and do that. You don't make a movie called Joker, have the entire guy lose all that weight, have Joaquin Phoenix lose 52 pounds in 2 months, paint him up in a clown, have him do the laugh, give the laugh an explanation, which is really, really cool if you ask me, and then just turn him like, nah, he's not the clown. He's not the Joker. What?
It makes total sense, though. The movie just leaves it like that.
Welcome to DC.
I know.
And apparently, isn't that the route that they went with in Gotham? That Joker was like mass hysteria.
What do you mean?
That the Joker Jerome, the character, isn't necessarily the Joker. He just causes hysteria, and then there's multiple.
Oh, I didn't even try to watch Gotham.
And it's
Well, the series?
Yeah.
Oh no, but then we're not gonna use that as any type.
Yeah,
of,
I could not use that as anything in anything.
That's like Gotham.
But it's
is
similar.
Just something completely.
No, but this
straight
was
for
actually
TV.
but this was really, really like,
Everything changes there.
and not only that, but then they also incorporated, Thomas Wayne and the whole Wayne Foundation and Bruce and all of it, man. It was just really dope. And whatever they said about the violence, it's just, I feel as if there hasn't been a lot of violence in movies, like serious, real looking violence in a long time, or since the last Quentin Tarantino movie. But
wasn't very serious looking there.
no, yeah, but the only person apparently that knows how to make violence in movies nowadays is Quentin Tarantino.
Annihilation was pretty. No, there's still violence, just not in the mainstream ones we think of.
Which one was Annihilation? That was the one with the aliens or something like that?
Sort of.
With Natalie Portman? Or
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway?
Yeah, that shit actually had some pretty good gore.
Yeah?
Now that I think of it, yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, in this Joker, the violence isn't so much for the sake of violence. It's portrayed in a way that, okay, it's understandable violence. You know what I'm saying?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Because when he kills the 3 guys on the subway, it's why? Because he was being attacked. He was off his meds and being stressed out when he kills that lady, the adopted lady, his adopted mom. And yeah, so
Hey, the movie is out. $11.99, $12.99, wherever you go.
what?
The Joker.
It's already out?
Yeah,
Get out of here.
in theaters.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, if you guys want to watch it, it was great. I give it a lot of praise. I liked it a lot. I really did.
Yeah, it was really good. It's comic book inspired. It didn't really, like he said, didn't really feel like one. Didn't really take from anyone in specific. It kind of did its own thing. I like how it just brought up the issue. It didn't really necessarily make a huge statement. Some people were upset that they didn't go deep enough into the Thomas Wayne thing, or they didn't go deep enough into just the mind state of the poor. I feel like they did that so they could keep it neutral. Because if they picked a side, if they delve into one side more than another, it would have given a view. But my view that I got is everyone's a piece of shit. The poor, they're just quick thinking. They just don't think. They're rational, and they're just fed up and mad, while the rich are just assholes.
Yeah, like the stereotypical asshole that they show in the movies, where it's just like, oh, I'm rich,
And then the poor just, I hate you because you're rich, and I don't have enough.
More than I do.
Yeah.
And then they just go ahead and bitch.
They just left it at that. They just did the whole neutral. I'm not gonna pick a side. Everybody sucks.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I didn't mind it. It was great. And yeah, man, it was just all right. What movie do you think we're gonna watch now, man?
I really don't know. It's whatever the streaming service has.
Right? I saw that they had Candyman, but I'm not.
3.
Wow, Candyman. I remember that movie.
Candyman 3, or was it the first Candyman?
They had 3 on Amazon. I don't know about
Oh,
anyone
no. I
else.
think on Netflix, they have the first one. They do have the first one. Ooh, excuse me. They do have the first one on Netflix. And tomorrow I don't work, so I'll definitely be able to watch it. I'll be able to watch it tonight. Either that or something else. I think I saw the Blair Witch. But
You know that I watched that movie in the theater when it came out?
really,
The original Blair Witch Project.
oof, how was that?
Like, it was crazy because everybody was believing that it was true.
Well, wasn't it one of like the first movie to be like
Not the
found
first. That was Cannibal Holocaust.
footage? Really?
Yeah.
Coño. Well, yeah, everyone was thinking it was real. I remember being a little kid and be like, yo, I hear it's real. I hear it's real. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It was one of those.
But I'm not gonna lie, it had, the parts of, it got scary. It got parts that got scary that was like, holy shit, imagine that shit is actually real. I think that was the scary part. The scary part was just trying to play of like, oh, that shit is real or not.
Yeah.
And if it was real, yeah, it was scary as fuck.
Yeah,
And if it
for
was fake, then this is whack.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was the feeling of everybody watching the movie at that time. Everybody's like,
Yeah.
I want to believe that it's real, so the movie's good.
Okay, right.
Well, the reboot. I don't know why I saw that shit. My friend's like, "Oh, IGN said it was good." Number one, why the fuck you listen to IGN?
Why you?
And number two, why'd you drag me into this? Because that movie was one of the worst movies I've ever paid for.
Ugh.
I don't know why I said yes to that. That shit was horrible.
Yeah, I don't. And nowadays, anytime someone references me a horror movie, I get super skeptical. And
Yeah.
I even look at that person kind of weird. It's like, yo, you really watching these shits? I gotta question your whole movie taste now. You're gonna sit here and
There's no, it's hard to find good.
a good horror movie. But like I said, that Hereditary was really, really good. Are you gonna watch Irishman finally? Isn't it out?
It's out.
Yeah.
Shit, damn. Of course I gotta watch it. I'm in a mafia mood right now,
Yeah,
watching The
that's true,
Sopranos.
That's true, you are. Holy
The
shit.
Gobble Goose.
Joey Diaz makes an appearance at one
Yeah.
point and they just skip every part that they curse.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, man. Hopefully play a horror game or something like that sometime this month. Which those are easy to come by.
Are you gonna get Resident Evil?
I part 2?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it and I just gotta get the money right for it and the time. Because
Yeah.
honestly, what I would really want to do is just play whatever horror game I'm gonna play for a little bit, get the scare jumps out of the way, and then just be like, all right, I'm done. I don't want to keep playing this horrifying shit anymore. Because for real, you know what's the difference between a horror game
What's up?
and a horror movie?
What?
That I've noticed is that the reason the horror games are scary is because if you do not interact with the game just stays the same. It doesn't progress. The movie, whether you sit there or not, the movie's gonna end.
Uh-huh.
The game don't end if you fucking just walk away. So you have to go and look what's around the corner that made the weird noise.
Yeah.
Rather than, holy shit, there's someone on the other side of that corner. I'm turning off the television.
Or looking somewhere else and waiting until the scene passes away. And shit.
Yeah, exactly. No, you have to sit there with the fucking controller in your hand, just shitting yourself, expecting something horrifying to just jump out and scare you or kill your character or whatever it is. Nah. No, thank you.
And now there's gonna be VR horror, so that is gonna be nuts.
No, bro, we once strapped Armando's girlfriend to the VR, to the PlayStation VR,
Yeah.
and we put on a Resident Evil.
Ooh, how was that?
It was super boring. Janine doesn't know how to fucking play video games.
Ah.
It was super whack. Like, she just sat there and she's like, where do I go? Where do I go? It's like, nowhere, Janine. Just take off all the shit. We're turning off the PlayStation. Berto's going home. Fuck that. And nah, man.
I think VR is not there yet.
It's not. Well, at least the shit that they put on the consoles.
Yeah, at least the console.
Because supposedly that Void, you know the Void is coming here to Miami?
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's the Void.
Or something like the Void.
Or
Because you know Miami likes to knock off shit.
Yeah, exactly. La mente Void.
Yeah, we'll put some shit in there and they you know.
El Voyo.
Yeah. El Void. El Vacío.
You show up, it's just some
it's
guy.
just like a simulation of trying to kill Castro and shit.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like, no. Fuck out of here.
You see a bunch of guys with the fucking headset.
Give me the white people version. That's the one I want to see.
Yeah, I want to see the advanced shit that they start off
Yeah.
in Utah.
That shit.
It started off in Utah.
Yeah, the first ones were in Utah, but
That is nuts.
but it's dope, bro, because it's like a giant warehouse with
you
obstacles.
saw that they have the
They
don't
got
the
fucking
Void-
Ghostbusters now, yo.
and Avengers too.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have they have an Avengers one, but
Yeah,
aren't they
it's coming
releasing
out.
también un Iron Man VR for the PlayStation?
I think it's out.
I think
It's out?
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but it's gotta get.
Nah, but that voice shit, I want to try that. Just jump into it and see how it, just to see the true capability of what VR can be.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
the shit here is just like, oh, grab this or, turn that. And it doesn't feel like it doesn't really replicate human interaction. So, whatever.
I feel like VR is made for PC, honestly, because that's probably where you could do all the customization. That's where it's constantly being fucked with and tested by indie developers
Yeah.
and just people messing around.
Weren't you the one?
Well, the
telling
thing
me?
is, everything is PC if you think about it. It's just
Yeah.
it's just a console. It's like a box that's gonna stay with that type of hardware for whatever,
Ever.
and they're gonna develop games towards that type of hardware, and then
It's
yeah.
the same architecture as
Yeah.
PC.
It's
They're all x86.
Nah, I did not know that.
Yeah.
It's just the video graphic cards is just obviously
A lot more. Yeah, a lot more on the PC.
inferior. Yeah.
Shit, you were telling me, Jeff, that they were having like some VR shit on, like with some Nintendo games. And
Yeah.
it actually looks like Paper Mario's on a desk.
Yeah, there's this Dolphin emulator, which is probably the best emulator ever. It's GameCube and Wii. And you could play shit like Zelda on it, and like he said, it looks like it's like a little papercraft Link on like on your table set. And you move the camera with your head, and it just looks like a little micro version of it.
Yeah.
It looks like just a little micro version of the game. You could play shit like F-Zero, that Star Wars game, the Rogue Squadron. So yeah, you can experience old games in a completely new way with VR.
F-Zero.
Yeah.
On a side note, I wanted to mention that this is actually the second recording of this episode. Because yesterday, we went an entire fucking show talking about, stuff that we just talked about today. And the fucking record button wasn't clicked
Yeah.
until right at the end when we looked at the computer and we took it out of the screensaver. And it had only recorded about 2 minutes.
Are we recording right now? You gotta make sure.
No,
that's
no,
not-
we fucking definitely are. I think I'd throw out my computer out the fucking window if it didn't record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be horrified. Fuck that. No way. But anywho's, I believe we can call this a night because it's time to watch some fucking horror movies and try to get scared. All right, peoples. Thank you so much for listening. That's a wrap. Thank you, Juanpi.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff.
Gobble goose.
We'll catch you laters.